Okay, now let's try this again. Okay. I think I'm live. Okay.
Stream elements. Welcome to my channel.
Okay. I think it's working now.
Dennis said.
Okay.
Hi.
Running a little late, so hopefully you guys can hear me well. It's definitely a bright day, so I'm just gonna get onto the road and hopefully the stream just doesn't lose connection or anything like that. My windshield is a little bit dirty today, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean it with some windshield wiper fluid. I'm gonna make a left onto the highway, the 10 right here, and I'm gonna throw it in. Okay, just threw it into autopilot. It's definitely super bright out, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my glasses. But hopefully you guys can see well. It kind of looks like my phone is crooked right here. Looks like autopilot wanted to cut off this car really quickly as well, but we were able to dodge that bullet. Alright, I'm gonna make this left turn or left lane change manually, and then I'm gonna throw it back into autopilot. Check on this camera angle really quick. Seems to be okay. There is the newest update that just came down, so I am turning on my Wi-Fi so I can update it. Hopefully it's not too bright out. I forgot I had my coffee here, so I can drink some of it and wake up. Let's see, is Wi-Fi on? Yeah, the newest update that's supposed to download is 2021.24.11. And I'm on 2021.24.10. Okay, so the lanes just split into two right there, and autopilot chose to go onto the left lane. Did it pretty smoothly there, didn't glitch out at all, which is really nice. For some reason, my Tesla won't connect to Wi-Fi though. Still searching for Wi-Fi this whole time. So let me back. Myself. We are going about 60 miles an hour right now. Cruise control speed setting is set to 75. Speed limit on this. Looks like there's some traffic up here. Just passing a few cars on the right side. Autopilot is just steadily following this car in front of us, but these cars on the right, there's definitely a good amount of cars right here. This is just autopilot, not full self-driving. As you can tell by the visualizations on the screen. It's not the fancy full self-driving ones that you see in some of the other videos. So this is free. This autopilot system is free. It comes with all Teslas or new Teslas that you can get currently. And it just stays in the highway for you. You don't have to do anything. Just sit back, relax, and let your Tesla drive you to kind of on the highway only. Hopefully it's not too shaky. It looks like Stream Elements, you set a auto timer to where it would tell people or tell you guys how to use the speak function, but it looks like it's not saying that every so often. I set it to every minute and where it's supposed to say that, but it looks like it just has not popped up on the screen to do that yet. Alright, so I just threw it out of autopilot just to make that right lane change. I should be able to stay in this lane all the way down to our location. It's going to be another 45-minute drive down to Irvine. And hopefully there just won't be too much traffic. Alright, we're going pretty fast into this right lane turn or right lane bend on the highway. We're going 75 miles an hour and then I went ahead and appeased it. Yeah, it's definitely, you can see on the camera.
Welcome to
Micro World. Mark and then speak. Or comment that you want to say after. And then my computer right here should be able to. What about 50? Testing live streams for Tesla Autopilot on this channel. This is probably, I haven't done one in a bit, but the last one was super scuffed. This one I have a better mount, but I think it's shaking a bit, so if it's smooth or not. Because it's mounted basically on the moonroof of my Model Y on a phone mount, and it's the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which should have a good stabilization, but I'm not exactly sure if it's good enough or if it's too shaky on this drive down. I'm drinking a coffee right now, a free coffee. It's just doing the job, keeping me awake this morning. This morning rush hour commute down to Irvine, California, and morning rush hour traffic in California. We still got another 6 miles. Steady 55 miles an hour. Tesla's going a little slow right here. There's a huge gap in front of us. Maybe like 3 to 4 car gaps. Tesla's just kind of going slowly at this. Doesn't want to really close the gap too much. As we go 56 miles an hour, and the speed limit's 65. Nag timer just went off again, so I hit the scroll wheel on my steering wheel. So I can
Cork
go
is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Welcome to my channel.
That's so funny.
Cork is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. Steve says hi.
That's so funny. It reads the whole username. I need to edit that, I guess. Alright, so it works. Hi, Steve. How's the, is it really shaky with the camera? Or is the iPhone doing a good job with making sure it's not too shaky? We're at about 50 miles an hour. We're all the way in the right lane, so I'm probably going to throw it out of autopilot just so I can get into the the left lanes. It's going a little bit faster. Make a couple
Cork
of
is on
left lane
streaming
changes.
tips, cooking, travel.
Throwing it back into autopilot.
Said. Not too shaky. Looks good.
Okay, good. Not too bad. It's definitely super bright out, so hopefully the iPhone can adjust some of its layers or whatever, adjust some of the lens. But maybe the afternoon stream will be a lot better. Increasing speed now to 66 miles an hour. Cruise control speed setting is set to 85. These cars are increasing speed up here as well, but still a little bit of cars up here. Nag timer just went off, so I just went ahead and appeased it as well. Looks like the left lane is going a little bit faster. We're kind of just going behind this Ford C-Max. So I'm going to throw it out of autopilot, make the left lane change myself, and then throw it back into autopilot. Now we're going a little bit faster, 70 miles an hour. Cruise control speed setting is set to 86. You can bump that down.
Welcome to my channel.
Couldn't hear that username, but welcome to the channel.
Court is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. Oh, you are using Prism.
Yeah, I'm using Prism to live stream to YouTube, and then I have the speech chat thing on my computer right here, monitoring the chat and reading messages out loud that start with the exclamation mark speak.
Court is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. Rambo says drive safe, haha.
Oh, thank you, Rambo. We're doing a 1 hour commute down from Los Angeles down to Irvine, California, which is Orange County.
Yao FOMO. Welcome to my channel.
What's up, y'all, FOMO? Okay, a little bit of heavy braking right now from the Tesla autopilot system. We went from like 65 miles an hour down to 38 miles an hour. I guess there's some traffic coming up here. But yeah, we're doing a 1 hour drive down from Los Angeles to Irvine in morning rush hour traffic. Welcome to the channel. This is a Tesla Model Y Performance with just basic autopilot that comes free with any brand new Tesla that you can get today. But this is not the $10,000 full self-driving package that you can buy, which even if you buy it, you don't even get the latest version. You just get like a watered down version, because the crazy visualizations and version that you see on other YouTube channels, that's a beta
Court
version.
Is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a
FOMO.
free coffee.
Said. Who's in the car?
The speech chat is in the car with me. Just reading out loud the chat messages that you guys are writing. So thank you for keeping me company on this 1 hour drive down in morning rush hour traffic. I'm drinking a free coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, hit the link down below in the description to buy me a coffee. It starts from I think $1 up to $5. Support the channel, and you can buy me a coffee for my morning drives or afternoon drives in rush hour Los Angeles traffic. That motorcycle went super
Court
fast
is on
down.
Streaming tips,
That was
cooking,
nuts.
travel. Said. Oh shit, 1 hour drive.
Yep, 1 hour drive with traffic. We're about, actually, yeah, we're not halfway there. We've been 20 minutes in, 38 more minutes to go, or 31 full miles. But good thing I got Tesla Autopilot, because this is really where Tesla Autopilot shines. You kind of just sit back, relax, drink a coffee, and just let Tesla drive you all the way down.
Tips, cooking, travel. Said. What the latest Tesla updates? Yao FOMO. Said. Nice story, who in the back?
Yeah, I'm trying to download the newest update right now, but Tesla's not hooking up to the router for some reason. I guess I have to re-enter the password, but I can't do that while driving, so I will just leave it as is. But in terms of what update version this is 10.2, 2021.24.10.
Said. How can you buy coffee in middle of traffic? Drone drop off.
Drone drop off. I bought it. Well, I didn't. Oh, if you bought me a coffee, how could I buy it? Well, I would buy it at the end of my trip, and then show you on the second stream. We're about 24 miles an hour right now. We've definitely ran into some traffic on the middle of the 5. I'm on the all the way left lane, which seems to be going the fastest, so I'm just going to stay in this lane and not make any lane changes. There is a crazy construction area zone coming up, which has been worked on for like the past 3 years, and now it's gone to like its second iteration. But the Tesla system doesn't really recognize it at all and thinks when we pass that area we're driving through local lanes, so it really freaks out in that area. So this will be fun. I'm just going to leave it in autopilot this whole time and try and override it, but it's going to start braking at like 60 miles an hour down to like 30 miles an hour on the highway. So we'll see what happens when we get to that area. It's in like the next 10 miles or so.
Og__info said, I bought you a coffee. Enjoy.
Oh shit. Thanks for buying me a coffee. Do you prefer Starbucks, Pete's, or home brew out of like a kettle or something? Which reminds me, I need to put like a stream alert for when people buy a coffee or do something like that. Thanks for that reminder as well. Thanks for the coffee and thanks for the reminder.
FOMO said, wait, buy me a drink too.
You can only buy coffees, no drinks here. No alcoholic drinks while driving Teslas. Which, hey, it's hands off, so you can just sit here. But yeah, we're going 26 miles an hour now, just following this car. It's going pretty smooth. Not too much like jerky braking at all. I like to just sit back and just watch
tips, cooking, travel.
The cars in front of us.
Said, tequila shots only.
Tequila, T for tequila and T for Tesla. I like it. Testing Tesla autopilot test, stream test. That's what we're doing here on this channel. So in terms of the conditions out, it's definitely super bright. I have sunglasses on. Depending on, there is a little bit of haze, but the sun is just facing directly down at the cameras in the front. So this is usually where Tesla can freak out a little bit. But you can see here are some of the cameras for the rear and the sides. That's super clear, but I bet the camera right here in the front is probably having some trouble.
Travel. Said, Rambo says no problem, laughing face.
Nice. Wait, so, oh, because he's not using the exclamation mark speech. I got it. Thank you, Corgi-san, for highlighting his message. So we're going about 29 miles an hour right now. Just like, okay, that brake was a little bit jerky. It was a little bit harsh, I would say. But not as bad as before. Cool thing with Tesla and all these different updates is the autopilot system gets a little bit better and better throughout each. Sometimes it goes to like dry spells, so you'll. And now I've gotten like 2 in the past like
take
couple
your
weeks.
shirt off.
If I took my shirt off, you can't see it because this is the content. It costs a lot of coffees. How many coffees are you gonna buy? Alright, so going 43 miles an hour right now, increasing speed just a little bit. Autopilot is still holding strong, following this car in front of us. These roads are pretty bumpy. That's the one thing with Tesla Model Ys and Model 3s. You're paying 50 to 60K for a luxury car, but the suspension is not that luxury, I would say. It's probably like a Honda Accord suspension.
Said, 5 whole coffees.
5 whole coffees. Ooh, it's pretty tempting for the shirt. I might have to think about that. Maybe at the end of the stream, when we get to the destination, I can point the camera back at myself. We'll see. How about you buy the coffees, and then I'll think about it at the end. Alright, so we're coming out of that traffic area right there. This area should open up a little bit. We've increased speed now to like 59 miles an hour. Cruise control speed setting is set to 79, so I'm going to leave it at that. So we probably won't get up to there. But this used to be a construction area zone right here, but they've almost finished with it, but they haven't opened up this left lane on the left right here. But it's an HOV lane. But last time I drove through here, autopilot really freaked out for some reason with these cones and like these solid markings can see there's like a lot of junk, or maybe you can't see, but there's a lot of junk on the left side here with like construction sign, buckets, debris, remaining tires. So let's see if autopilot can kind of just stay in this lane and not freak out with all that shit on the left side. There's a lot of people in this lane, and there's just big semi trucks on the right lane. The nag timer just went off again, so I hit the scroll wheel to confirm. But with the nag timer, what it is, it wants to make sure with the Tesla autopilot, it wants you to nudge the steering wheel, so you can usually like, and then that allows Tesla to see that you're still here, still in the driver's seat, and paying attention to the drive. Looks like it just kind of hit. Okay, so every once in a while with the nag timer, it doesn't allow the scroll timer or scroll wheel to confirm. So you do have to kind of like throw it out of autopilot and then throw it back into autopilot. You can see that it was just flashing constantly even though I was hitting the scroll wheel. So I threw it out of autopilot by using the right turn stalk right here, and threw it back into autopilot by throwing it back down. Going about 69 miles an hour right now. Cruise control speed setting is set to 75, so I'm going to bump that up to 78 just in case we get to that speed. Just following this car in front of us, maybe about 3 to 4 car lengths. Another thing with the Tesla autopilot system is you can set your follow distance. So I have it set pretty aggressively, or the most aggressive, down to 1 car length. So I'm just now we're going construction area zone where Tesla autopilot definitely freaks out.
Cooking, travel.
So we'll see what happens.
Said. Hot or stream elements doesn't like cussing. We need to adjust that. Also, it many Fs 1 minute ago, but it gets back on quickly.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm just running it off of for the F. I'm just running it off of the T-Mobile SIM card. I didn't do the Connectify to sync with the modem as well. So I'm curious on the stream upload quality this whole time. But yeah, I put on stream elements, one of the filters, but I think I did on Twitch, not on here, to not allow some of the cuss words. Because I was kind of afraid if someone said something, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
Cork is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. Wesley said he just ran a red light. He needs self-driving.
Yeah, Tesla autopilot will stop you at red lights. The full self-driving will stop you at red lights, but that's $10,000. I don't know if you want to spend $10,000 for a package on a car, depending on which car you get. If you get the Model Y, that's right there. Go to about 71 miles. Entering the construction area zone that Tesla will definitely freak out. I'm almost 99% positive. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of afraid to be in this left lane because I'm pretty sure there's concrete barriers on the left side. Tesla likes to get really close. Yep, so you can see there's some concrete barriers on the left side, and we're getting really close. Hopefully you guys can see on the camera. But Tesla's following the lines pretty well right now. I'm just going to hold my hands over the steering wheel just in case anything happens. The nag timer just went off because the system knows that it's not necessarily doing a good job either. Okay, so now we're just braking pretty heavily right now. So I'm going to hold on to the accelerator. We're going down to like 55. You can see that I think Tesla thinks we were on the local lanes right there. So I'm going to increase speed a little bit myself, going to 80 miles an hour. But now I think it might have fixed itself because now it thinks we're on the highway again. A little bit of braking right there, down to 76 miles an hour. Tesla flipped and now thinks we're on the local roads again because the speed limit right there, so it shows 55. So I'm just going to manually, yeah, I'm manually holding my foot on the accelerator to override it. But and it also thinks that we should be going 45 miles an hour as the speed limit. So I'm just going to hold on the accelerator. It's going to override through this whole area. to go 77 miles an hour. So right now, because I'm holding my foot on the accelerator, cruise control says it will not brake, and now the nag timer also went off as well. It still thinks the speed limit is 55 miles an hour, even though the cruise control speed setting is set to 76. And now we are out of that weird construction area zone. I think it's more of like a GPS glitch because if it's a new construction area zone, but we are going through this area pretty nicely now. I'm in the second to the left lane. The left lane is the HOV lane. I don't think I need to get into it just yet because the traffic seems to be pretty well. But if you're just tuning into the channel right now, we are in a Tesla Model Y Performance 2021. This is basic autopilot, not the full self-driving package. That's $10,000. I used to have the full self-driving package on my previous Tesla Model 3 Performance, but I opted not to get it just because when you buy the full self-driving package, you actually don't get the beta that that some of the drivers out there or owners are able to test. You actually get like a watered down version that is not very full self-driving at all. So I think it's a gimmick, but I do plan on testing the $200 subscription for full self-driving once it comes out, once the actual beta comes out to everybody else. And then I'll probably make a real video review on that when it gets here. But we're doing a 1 hour drive from Los Angeles down to Irvine that I usually do in my videos on the channel. We're about halfway there. We got another 20 miles to go, or 20 minutes. And there shouldn't really be too much traffic, but we're in like the Buena Park area, going down to Anaheim, which is Disneyland. But there might be some traffic in that area typically, so I'm not going to be in the HOV lane just yet, but I can at any point if I need to. We're at about 74 miles an hour now. The nag timer just went off, so I just hit the scroll wheel on this steering wheel. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in to this live stream. I usually make videos about this, but today I figured I'd make a live stream out as well. Hopefully it's not effing too much through Los Angeles area. We're on a T-Mobile network, which is 5G. So definitely hit that like button for this live stream if you're enjoying it, and please hit that subscribe and comment. If you want to say something in the chat, Streamlit should be telling you how to do that with using ! speak, and then you can write your message after that, and my computer right here will say it out loud. So feel free to say any questions you have about Tesla.
Said, hey, my red light camera ticket.
Ouch. How much was the ticket? $300? Seems like a slick deal. Then you should definitely buy full self-driving. So making a left, like kind of left highway bend right there. You can see the Tesla kind of hug to the left side of this lane a little bit. Going about 65 miles an hour right now. There isn't necessarily now, and we're just pacing this car in front of us at about 3. Going pretty fast. Drinking a free coffee right now, but if you want to buy me a real coffee from Starbucks or Pete's or your favorite coffee place, check out the link below in my description for a buy a coffee.
Travel.
Starts anywhere from $1 to $5.
Many F's here.
Oh darn. I guess I should try that Speedify or Connectify app.
It pauses where I left off. Then it starts playing again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the cool thing with the YouTube app, well, I guess Twitch does it too. When you're live streaming, it saves that as a video later so that your subscribers after watch the whole thing if they want to. This 1 hour drive down, unedited 1 hour drive down from Los Angeles to Irvine, California in morning rush hour traffic.
Yeah, FOMO. Said. $75 loudly crying face with tears of joy.
Ouch. $75 for a red light ticket. Was it Maryland or DC? Or Virginia even?
Cork is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said, I made you a coffee command.
Oh, perfect. So you're able to get into Stream Elements? I think I added you, but I wasn't sure. But I also accidentally made 2 Stream Elements accounts, one for Twitch and one for YouTube. And I realized you could just make one and then add the other. So I have to like figure out how to like fix that after.
Tips, cooking, travel. Said, why you no use straw for coffee, your teeth gonna stain.
Oh yeah, shoot.
Yeah, FOMO.
Also don't have a water bottle.
Said, buy you a fake cup of coffee.
Fake cup, love it. But yeah, we're going 66 miles an hour. We're in Tesla Autopilot this whole time. Looks like this truck is about to brake right here. So I'm gonna hold my hands right here and hopefully pray that Tesla will brake as well. We're slowly braking right now down to like 52. And just pacing this, keeping a good follow distance, which is, that was actually really smooth of a braking for Tesla. It didn't brake last minute like it sometimes does. The one thing right here is it's not accelerating to close this gap anymore. So right now the nag timer is going off and it's not allowing me to hit the scroll wheel. So I'm going to throw it out of autopilot using this right stalk here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Don't actually know. And I throw it back into autopilot by pushing down on it twice. This car is doing Tesla Autopilot gave it a lot of room. It stayed like 3 car lengths behind it, and then the car just went to it. But now we're just hanging out in this left lane right now with like, I don't know, a 10 car gap, and Tesla is not accelerating to close it at all.
Yeah, FOMO. Said. Station grinning face with sweat.
Jeez. Alright, so the nag timer just went off again, so I just hit it. We're on 72 miles an hour. Cruise control speed setting is set to 79. And we've got another 15 minutes on this live stream or until we get to our destination. So if you've tuned in, thanks for watching this live stream of my Tesla drive. So my drive this morning with Tesla Autopilot. Please hit that subscribe, like if you enjoyed it.
Said, hot beverage.
Did you just spill on yourself? Is that what you just said? Ouch. Definitely hit the subscribe and including accessory reviews, not necessarily feature reviews, I guess, but any other videos and some credit card videos as well. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. I will definitely be making another live stream later today and on this exact drive going back up. And that's going to be a little bit longer because it's going to be afternoon rush hour traffic, which always takes just that much longer because it's Los Angeles or it's California. And so that's going to be this exact route going reverse up the 5, unless I decide to go through the 405. It's going to be a lot of traffic.
Welcome to my channel.
Welcome to the channel. We are in a 2021 Tesla Model Y Performance with autopilot, not full self-driving. And we've been driving for 45 minutes or so from Los Angeles down to Irvine, all the way to traffic. Just letting Tesla Autopilot do a thing and following this truck behind it, which I just realized is actually kind of scary because trucks like to fling up rocks. And I should probably get out from behind it or get out from behind it at some point. Looks like there really isn't too much traffic, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out of autopilot, make a right lane change manually, and then throw it back into autopilot.
Court is on streaming tips, cooking. Ryu says Dennis.
Huh? Ryu says Dennis. Gotcha. Welcome to the channel, Ryu. You can use exclamation if you want, and alright, so it looks like we're getting into some traffic right here. Looks like a lot of cars coming in from the right side, which are coming onto the highway, which are causing some slowdowns. But I think we're in like the Santa Ana area. We've definitely passed Disneyland already in the Anaheim area. Heavy braking right now from Tesla. Went down to 56 miles an hour, but now we are just cruising along
Cork
and
is on
pacing this
streaming
car in front of
tips,
us.
cooking, travel. Said, I wonder if there's a way to have a bot dictate her entire chat for you without the speak command, haha.
Yeah, so it could read just everything, but I made it so that it has to say speak, just in case if you guys want to talk to each other, and that way the bot won't have to read out everything. Like if you guys start to make friends in the chat and want to like every little thing that you guys write to each other, which could be good or bad. So going about 67 miles an hour now. Seems like there's not a lot of traffic left. Maybe in this next area, because I know there's like a lot of highway interchanges coming up through I think like the Tustin area. So we'll see how Tesla Autopilot does. But just cruising along right now, sitting back, relaxing, going a smooth 69 miles an hour on California highways as we let Tesla Autopilot just go down and take the wheel on this morning rush hour drive. Nag timer just went off again, so I just went to hit the scroll wheel on the right. It's definitely a super bright day. 73 miles an hour, sun facing down, no cloud in the sky. Just another typical day in sunny SoCal, California. Making a left bend turn right here. Tesla's trying to stay in the middle of this lane pretty well. This car on our left side got pretty close to us because they didn't realize the highway was making a left. And so they hugged the right lane, and Tesla, just staying to the side of it, got pretty close. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the destination now. Another 7.8 miles or 10 minutes. Going a smooth 67 miles an hour. The roads just got smoother as well as we passed into the Irvine area, because I guess Irvine likes to take care of their highway roads a lot better than Los Angeles. Seems to be some slowdown right here on these cars on the right side.
Streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said, Ryu is Ginny.
Hey Ginny. Oh, this is your YouTube. Got it. Welcome to YouTube. Usually see you on Twitch. Now I see you on YouTube. This truck is coming to our lane right now, so Tesla's braking just a little. Or Tesla's giving it more in front of us.
Ryuki Saragi said, hello.
Hello. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying this live stream of the Tesla Model Y Performance Autopilot down to Irvine, California. Hit that like if you're enjoying it, and definitely hit that subscribe. Another 6.1 miles to our exit. This should be a pretty easy drive. Actually, this whole drive has been pretty easy so far. I think we went through one area where we had some bumper-to-bumper traffic. But besides that, it's been pretty smooth sailing. 60 to 70 miles an hour this whole time. No autopilot glitches, which is fantastic. No freakouts, except for the highway construction area zone, which you can't necessarily blame Tesla itself, or maybe you can blame Tesla GPS, because I thought we were on the local lanes that whole time. But it did pretty fine that this whole drive with no glitches whatsoever. So another 5 miles to go. I have to figure out what's a good area to end this. Comments for you guys, and then end the stream until next time, or later today when I stream this exact route, just going reverse. So I do need to get into the all the way right lane because the exit is coming up in 2.9 miles or so. And I don't have the full self-driving package, so it won't make the auto lane changes for me. So because of that, I do have to turn off autopilot, make the lane changes manually, and then throw it back into autopilot if I want to go back into autopilot. So I'm going to go ahead and start making my slow progression to the right, even though the exit is in 2 miles. So I'm going on autopilot. Okay, there's a truck. I'm going to accelerate just a little bit. See, there's a truck behind me. Make another right lane change. And I should be good in this lane, so I'm going to throw it back into autopilot. You can see right here there's a camera view that you can play this whole time when you're driving, but this is the rear camera on top, and you have the left camera on the left side, and then you have the right camera on the right side. One feature that this car, the Model 3, or this car is the Model Y, but this car, the Model Y and the Model 3 don't have, and I also don't think the Model X or the Model S have now that I think about it, but that a lot of cars have, even Toyotas, Hondas, even basic cars all the way up to luxury cars, is this car does not have blind spot detection. You kind of have this screen that you can kind of use for blind spot detection, but sometimes it glitches out and shows cars kind of flipping back and forth. But this car doesn't have blind spot detection, so you still have to use the mirrors in its full capacity to make those lane changes. It doesn't alert you in any sort of way when there's a car, most of the time. Sometimes it actually does, but it's not foolproof, I would say. But I've just realized we haven't talked about the battery this whole time, but we left Los Angeles with, I think, about maybe like 68, 64% of the battery. And now we're arriving with 48% of the battery. This whole drive is about 41 miles, give or take, 43 miles.
96A on the right.
And so it should use about 12 to 13% of the battery on its way down.
Cork is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. So you need to charge today. Where?
I should be able to make it back perfectly fine with about 30% of the battery. And I don't think we're going anywhere tomorrow. Oh, actually we are. So yeah, I do need to charge. I can make it back and then we'll just charge at home, or I'll just charge tomorrow, depending on if I get a charge spot or not.
Cork is on streaming tips, cooking, travel. Said. Wawa birthday tomorrow.
Right, yeah, so I think I should be able to charge tomorrow, or
Now bear right on to Burt Road.
hopefully get a plug in a slow charger when I get back today. All right, let's see how we're doing. Okay. Oh yeah, so Streamlabs is just going ham with the. I set it to like 1 minute, so it just went super crazy. But thank you all to everybody that's been watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, or if you joined in pretty late. Definitely, if you have any questions, I'm going to stream again later today on my drive back up. That's gonna be probably like 2 or 3 p.m. PST in afternoon rush hour traffic. Also, if you have any questions on Tesla Autopilot or like buying a Tesla or anything like that.
Saragi. Said. Have a good day, person raising hand.
Oh, thank you. I hope you have a good day as well. But yeah, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to go into work now. Hopefully the workday should be good with a couple meetings. But I also monitor my comments on my videos pretty frequently. So if you have any questions, if you want to go through some of those and leave a comment or a question on one of those, I'll definitely answer you within the same day or the next day. But thank you to you all for watching in. Please hit that subscribe if you like Tesla content or money content. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.